guys here with me. We're going to talk about surprising artists who have never had a Hot 100 #1 hit. So massive, but never got that all wonderful straight #1 song. So this was inspired by an article I saw about legendary artists who have had this. And so I pulled some of these here. This is, if you're looking for it, it's off of Insider. Right, Mike? That's where the article is?
Yeah, on Insider.
Off of Insider. So first of all, James Brown.
Ooh, huge artist.
Never had a #1. He charted over 90 songs on the Billboard Hot 100, including Papa's Got a Brand New Bag, or It's a Man's World, or
there it is,
or I Got You, which I Feel Good. Did you know that's called?
No, I thought it was called I Feel Good.
I Got You, I Feel Good. That was the closest he had, peaking at #3.
Wow.
Living in America hit #4.
From Rocky?
But it was before. Was that made just for Rocky?
I feel like it was, because that's the only place I remember hearing it.
Living in America. That's a jam. Like
Apollo's going down
And then he gets killed.
That was the night he got killed by the Russian.
Spoiler. Nirvana. Millions of albums sold, plenty of posters, plenty of t-shirts with a smiley face with the yellow, but never had a #1.
You think they could have eventually?
Nah. I mean, Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Probably the biggest
Peaked
thing
at
they've
number
ever...
6.
Yeah.
It was tough in that genre to just dominate, because the Billboard Hot 100 is all genres.
Yes, correct. And this is early 90s, so you're going against some big pop artists.
They were pop for a bit, but yeah. This is their biggest song, number 6, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Here you go. God, I love this album.
You remember this coming out or hearing it for the first time?
All of it.
What'd you think?
I was obsessed with it. I was obsessed with what they stood for, which I didn't really know. I just saw a bunch of dudes in raggedy clothes, and that's what I wore. And people that were kind of upset at everything, and I didn't really know why, but so was I. And
it was cool because we were in an age where, like, we didn't have our music. Before us was, like the early 90s stuff or early pop stuff or whatever, and then in rock, it was hair metal, and that really just didn't feel like us. When this came out, it's like we have our music.
Yeah, but this and like the Garth and McGraw 90s, that was my 90s, like 90s country into alternative. And I there was a time where it was just country, then it was country, and then it just got to be really Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, and that was really it for a while.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, they never had a #1. Number 6 there. Shania Twain's never had a #1.
That's crazy.
All over. She has country ones, but the Hot 100's all genres. So she's the first and only female artist to have 3 consecutive albums to be certified diamond. Over 10 million units sold.
Wow.
But You're Still the One peaked at number 2.
Probably her biggest pop. Yeah, her biggest pop song.
From This Moment On, That Don't Impress Me Much, Man, I Feel Like a Woman. 4, 7, and 23.
Wow. Number 2, she got so close.
Johnny Cash's 49-year career only had 1 top 10 hit. And what do you think it was?
A Ring of Fire.
Give me another one.
Walk the Line.
Hurt. Let me give you a little more. No. He only had 1 song in his entire career crack the top 10, which was a 1969 song.
Okay.
It was live.
Oh, okay. Folsom Prison Blues.
Come on.
Boy Named Sue.
There you go.
He was big and bent and gray and old.
Peaked at number 2. He didn't even write it.
Wow. I said, my name is Sue.
How do you do?
This is a great list, man. These are, like, you're right, legendary artists without #1s.
Green Day never had a Hot 100 #1.
I feel like they still have time, right?
Ooh, it's tough because right now the pop sound isn't that, but they are still making good music. The highest charting song, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, peaked at number 2.
Yeah.
Because it's got to be, if you're not in the pop world, it's got to be so big in its respective format that it ends up on the pop station and then has to go #1 there.
Yeah, it's tough.
But this was a big pop song. Now, turn that up a little bit. Not my favorite Green Day song, but it was later a Green Day.
But it was big.
Yeah, like my favorite Green Day, because again, first time I heard the Dookie album, I was like, oh, I didn't know, like punked.
Basket
like
case.
punk. Yeah, well, do you have the time to listen to me? I was like, wow. And like Longview, boom, 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 boom. And I was like, dang.
Yes.
Mike, I know you're a punk guy now.
Yeah.
But do you like Green Day?
I love Green Day. One of my favorite bands.
Aren't they
Really?
like founding fathers?
They're like, Dookie is like the ultimate pop punk album.
Pop punk.
Yeah.
Because straight punk would probably be like Ramones or stuff when they're like duking on each other and
Like Ramones and Misfits, but Green Day is like
Misfits.
pop punk.
Pop punk. One Direction, they got number 2 with best song ever.
That's shocking. How long was their career? Less than 5 years?
Probably about that. Just guessing. Enough to be around for a long time, but not long enough to really. Who's your favorite?
Harry.
Me too. And I'm telling you, if he wasn't in One Direction, he'd be the biggest rock star we have.
Yep, I agree.
His record is so good.
So good, man.
And it doesn't sound like One Direction. It sounds like a guy that loves 70s and 80s rock with some new kind of texture now, but it's so good.
I think Niall Horan's pretty good too, but I just like Harry's music a little better.
I like Harry's music, but I like Niall's style.
Yeah,
I like
too.
the singer-songwriter vibe, but I feel like Harry just crushed that last record. And I never would listen to it, but Caitlin just plays it all the time.
Can't believe we're talking about
I know
One
every
Direction.
song on it. This, I like Adore You, though. Like, Walk Through Fire For You. Please let me.
The
adore
Niall
you.
stuff?
No,
Oh,
Harry Styles.
there.
Yeah, slow. Walk through fire for you. Just let me adore you.
Yeah, that's good, man.
I got a little confused on the Niall to Harry. But yeah, I like Niall Horan. Slow hands. Bruce Springsteen doesn't have a number 1.
Wow.
What do you think his only number 2 was?
Born in the USA.
Dancing in the Dark.
What?
Dancing spent 4 weeks stuck in the runner-up slot behind Prince When Doves Cry.
So what was Born in the USA?
Not a number 1. Not a number 2, so
What on earth?
I'm not doing their top 2 or 3 songs. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Imagine Dragons. They have flirted with it a few times, getting as high as number 3 with Radioactive in 2013. I liked the song when it came out.
I did too.
I felt like they got a bad rap
I like the band.
because people were like, what a douchebag. I think they thought they were douchebags because he was muscular and wore t-shirts and
Cut
kind
off
of showed it
shorts.
off. Yeah. I never had a
did
problem
too.
with him. I felt like people were jumping on him unfairly.
And I feel like this is another one where they still have time.
Believer was at number 4 and Thunder was at number 4.
Thunder.
Thunder is the jam. Backstreet Boys have sold millions of records, not hit number 1.
Wow.
Quit Playing Games with My Heart, number 2.
Quit playing games with my heart, with my heart.
Better than I Like It That Way?
I want it that
I
way.
want it that way?
Whatever.
Yeah. And they've hit number 1 on other charts, but the big one they
Yeah,
haven't.
this is the big one.
Missy Elliott has gone as high as number 2 twice with Work It.
Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and
Jam.
reverse it.
I loved it.
What's the backwards part again?
Same thing, flip it and reverse it.
Yeah, that's right. We
Yeah.
talked about this.
Yeah. Is there another Missy Elliott? That's the only one, Mike.
That's the only one.
Okay. 1-2 Step as well. Wasn't Sierra on that with her back in the day? CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival, who I probably know every song. Just my stepdad was I listened to classic rock all the time. It's what he listened to. And so I loved CCR. So I went on my own little path to be a fan of them.
I wonder what the highest song is, though.
They've had the most number 2 peaking hits
Number 2.
with
So they've had multiple number 2s.
5 that have hit number 2.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Who'll Stop the Rain?
Who Will Stop the Rain is one of them. Traveling Band / Who Will Stop the Rain.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And then there's the other Rain song. Have You Ever Seen the Rain? Mm-mm. Not in there? Fortunate Son.
You have Proud Mary, which is Fortunate Son.
Okay.
Yeah. No, this is not. That's not. Fortunate Son is literally Fortunate Son.
Yeah.
Never mind. Proud Mary. You also have Bad Moon Rising. There's a bad
yes.
moon on the rise.
Which a lot of people they think it says there's the bathroom on the right.
Never thought that. Green River is another one that was at number 2. Yeah, but Eddie, I guess Fortunate Son. It ain't me.
It ain't me.
It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate son.
Ah, it's so good.
A Fortunate One. Senator's Son.
Yes.
Yeah. Here it
That's
is.
it.
This reminds me of Forrest Gump or any Vietnam era
Nailed it.
documentary.
Anything about Vietnam protests.
And this was a protest song.
Yep.
You know, like, hey, I don't get the option to not have to go fight for our country.
It ain't me.
I'm not a rich kid. I'm no fortunate one. I'm no senator's son.
So good, dude. I just got chills when you broke that down.
Yeah. Ooh, that red, white, and blue. Jam. Bob Dylan, who first CD, I had a tape. I had the tape. Sheryl Crow, Tuesday Night Music Club, listened to all the time. And All I Want to Do stalled at number 2 on the chart for 6 weeks.
So close.
So here's a clip of All I Want to Do is Have a Little Fun Before I Die, said a man next to me out of nowhere.
All I want to do is have some fun.
Mike, do you have that
I
clip?
get the wrong. All I want to do. My bad.
What's the one you have? Play that one.
Okay.
Oh, that's Jennifer Nettles, Sugarland. Yeah, wrong one. Yeah, Sheryl Crow was, all I want to do is have a little fun before I die, said a man next to me, out of nowhere. I'm sure his name's Billy or Bill or Bob or Buddy. Or,
Dude, you know all the words.
The names I probably messed up. My favorite Sheryl Crow song is Strong Enough. I had
That's
her
a
play
good
that
one.
in here before. Oh, here we go. Let's take a look at that. Strong Enough went to 5. If It Makes You Happy went to 10.
Oh, I like if it makes you happy. That's good.
If it makes you happy. Yeah, jam. Kid Rock collaboration Picture went to number 4. She had a bunch.
Wow, that was big.
Every Day's a Winding Road. You know, she was a teacher before she
No, I didn't know
got into
that.
music. Yeah.
Crazy. She's a rock star. That's what she is.
I only have a couple more. The Who, they had one song crack the top 10. I Can See for Miles in 1967.
Really? That's early The Who.
Yeah. Jimi Hendrix, All Along the Watchtower.
Boom.
His biggest only went to number 20.
Written by?
Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bob Marley.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. He was how high did he get? Well, number
51.
high. 51? That was the highest Bob Marley ever got, and people love Bob Marley.
Marley and his band, the Wailers, released dozens of songs before one reached 51 on the charts.
Jamming.
Roots, rock, and reggae.
Oh, wow.
I was reading a story about Bob Marley yesterday because I am a nerd, and I'm not a huge Bob Marley fan, but one of the writers to No Woman, No Cry is a guy that didn't write the song, but it's a guy who was running a soup kitchen for people, Jamaica?
Yeah.
Is that where he's
Jamaica.
from?
Mm-hmm.
And so he wanted him to keep getting the royalties to keep the soup kitchen going. So
Really?
He's credited as a writer.
Get out.
Crazy?
That is so interesting. I didn't know that, dude. That's crazy.
Never know what you're going to learn on this
Hey,
show.
that's Bob.
That
That was Bob
Is
for
it?
you. I don't know.
I don't know.
You know, he died such a long time ago.
And
I don't
there's-
know.
Listen, and all humans are extremely multifaceted, right? And I'm sure there were wonderful parts of them. But if you read those stories about how he got his songs played on the radio in the early days,
Oh, yeah, he was renegade style.
with the go up with a gun,
Yep. Yeah, he would go to Island Records with a gun and his whole crew. You know, they'd all look scary and just be like, "You're playing our music. You're gonna sign us today. You're gonna make us famous."
that's that Suge Knight Vanilla Ice stuff where they're hanging the Vanilla Ice by the ankles over the hotel balcony.
Well, it's not even just that too. Like if you look at how all the kids he has and all the different wives, or the one wife he had, but kids with a lot of other women, and it's just a different lifestyle that nowadays we'd be like, "Oh my gosh."
Well, I hope you guys like that little part of this show. Eddie, promote your podcast if people are looking for something else to listen to.
The Sore Losers podcast. Me, Lunchbox, and Ray. We talk sports. Just a lot of guy talk. I mean, I get just the biggest laughs with these guys and have a really good time doing this podcast with them.
All right, there you go. Check out the Sore Losers podcast. There you go. Hey guys, it's Bobby Bones. Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and then go check it out. A lot of artists, a lot of songwriters, a lot of music. Welcome to the Bobby Cash channel.